Well, in the heat and dust of this election campaign, there are a number of celebrities cutting across party lines who are also candidates and who are also campaigning. And one of the most watched campaigns is that of actress Nagma, who is the Congress candidate from Meerut. In fact, Nagma seems to have had a pretty rough time on the campaign trail. We've seen unruly crowds surrounding her. We've seen her, in fact, almost assaulting a Congress MLA who appeared to be molesting her in video footage that we saw last week. And things seem to have gotten so out of hand that the Congress party has now approached the Election Commission saying that they want more security for her as she campaigns in the interiors here in Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. Well, Nagma joins us now on NDTV. Nagma, thank you so much for speaking to us in the middle of your campaign. In fact, it's been quite a campaign for you, the huge crowds, the unruly crowds in particular. Now your party, the Congress, has approached the Election Commission saying that they would like more security for you.
No, it's nothing of that sort. There's always a frenzy around whenever actors go out and in crowds, in huge crowds especially. And late in the evenings when I have my meetings and all in certain areas which are a little sensitive areas, that time we do need security because private security doesn't do good in those areas, and the private security also doesn't want to take the responsibility of an untoward incident happening in that area. So it's but natural that you do need security. You know that the crime and law situation in Meerut, how it is. I mean, the crime situation, especially for women, it's not that safe. And they say now that English phrase is that prevention is better than cure. So when you do see that people are getting so chaotic and there are thousands of people coming in a function, in a meeting, so therefore you need security.
Well, you seem to be playing it down a little bit there, Nagma, but we also saw video footage of the Congress MLA actually virtually trying to kiss you, and it was a really ugly scene, and you actually pushed him away. There was again footage later where you seemed to be slapping a young man who got too close to you. Tell me about the Congress MLA in particular, because that is footage we all saw.
See, neither did anyone try to kiss me, nor did I slap anyone. It was neither of the two. I just want to clear my stand. First of all, I was having a pallo on my head. There was my sari ka achal which was on my head, and it was covering my cheek also. It was it came ahead of one side of my head also. So there was no question of that sort of a thing. The guy treats me like a daughter. He is the only one MLA that we have who has won from here. And he was trying to talk to me about a sensitive issue, but there were thousands of people around. One couldn't hear exactly what he was trying to say. So finally he was, he's not a media savvy person, so he just kind of kept his hand to hold me closer to tell me something. But because I am aware that how the media can construe this situation, so I just kind of flanked his hand away. And then this whole story of him trying to kiss me and this whole story, when we do these kind of close knit scenes, how the camera captures and how there is strict photography. So then, it's nothing of the sort that it was made out to be in the first place. That was the first part of your question. And the second part is that I tried to slap someone. No, the video doesn't show me slapping anyone. It's just that the person tried to come on to me and I just sort of pushed the person behind. So there was no slap on anyone.
Nagma, as far as the Congress leader is concerned, we can see him sort of, grabbing your face before you kind of pushed his hand away. However, you're saying that he didn't misbehave with you at all. You're maintaining that his behavior was all right.
No, it was not an act of misbehavior. It was just an act of, he was just trying to tell me something, and he wasn't able to tell me because he tried to tell me that about 3, 4, 5 times, and I was not able to hear him because there was a lot of crowd around me. So therefore he just kind of wanted to sort of get my ear closer to him so that he can talk, but probably he tried to get my other ear closer to him, and so that I understood, being a media person, how that could look in the camera. So immediately I flanked his hand off. There are many people, during the campaign who try to come and talk in your ear because others shouldn't hear and things like that. That's a very common thing. But I know how it looks like if somebody captures it in the camera. So much is made out of that situation. I must just put it in short.
You know, you were also quoted as saying that you may not come to Meerut at all if, you know, people misbehave with you and the crowds are unruly. Now, did you really say that? Were you so fed up that you felt the need to say that you wouldn't come back to Meerut?
That's precisely what I'm saying. There's so much of humbug that has been spoken. I have never ever said any of such kind of a thing. I've been very vigorously working on my campaign. I've never even spoken anything like that. In fact, I heard the most absurd thing that after that incident happened or that incident was captured, I walked away from the scene and I didn't finish my campaigning. And that's all rubbish, because I campaigned even 3 hours much after that issue which looked like whatever it did to you.
Well, Nagma, there is of course the issue of celebrities as politicians, and we see a lot of actors, actresses like yourself who are actually candidates in this election. It cuts across party lines. Now, generally, people are very disparaging about celebs and say that, you know, you all bring glamour to the campaign trail, but you don't make good politicians.
I would say that in 2010, I campaigned vigorously for the assembly elections in UP, and I did about over 150 constituency assembly segments, and we had a vote gain of 4.5%, which was even higher than any other party. Samajwadi, if I'm not mistaken, was 3.5 and we were 4.5. So there's no question of, you know, those people who come to watch you or see you don't convert into votes. That was not the case at all.
Are you enjoying finally the rough and tumble of politics in this particular election campaign in such a high voltage election?
Yes, I guess there's no way out. One has to enjoy the ride. I mean, though it's a little hectic and it keeps you going 24 hours, and it there's always something or the other to do in the day and the night. It never gets over, and I have very less time to work on it, and so I'm trying my best. I'm putting my best foot forward and I'm working towards it.
All right, Nagma, good luck to you. Nagma there clarifying on a lot of things and a lot of assumptions she says that the media has been making through footage that has been seen on YouTube over the past few days. Thanks very much for joining us, and that's it from us for now.